Hello, welcome back. So tragically, summer has come to an end. I know. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just not really in the right headspace to just jump back into all of this. It just seems really overwhelming. So I was thinking that we could just go on a bunch of field trips starting tomorrow. And, we could go every single day until we get asked to stop or I get fired. Whatever, comes first. So I got a bunch of brochures. Oh, it's really sweet of you, Johnny. But no, don't worry. I looked into it. It's actually a really nice severance package. So, worst case scenario, it's not that bad. Why did I get into teaching? That's a good question. I honestly ask myself that every single day. I think that I thought that all of the vacation time and all of the holidays was gonna make it, doable, but there's no amount of holidays that are gonna make this situation doable. So it brings us back to the field trips. So I have a bunch of brochures, and I was thinking we could go over some of these and we'll discuss them and we'll pick and vote on which ones we want to do first. We're gonna try to do all of them, but let's come up with a game plan. So the first brochure is for Universal Studios. So normally I detest amusement parks. There's just way too many people there. However, I don't think that many people are going to be there on the first week of school. So we really have that in our favor. So the new Nintendo World is open, which could be cool to check out. And then the Jurassic Park ride. It's like a water ride. Let's talk about some of the pros and cons. The pros are there's a metro station that's going to drop us off right at the foot of the park. And then we just have to take a shuttle up to the top. And there's some really good food options there. I've seen on Instagram a lot of things I want to try. And I don't know if you guys have ever gone to Harry Potter World and tried the butter beer. It's kind of like a butterscotch soda. Oh my god, out of this world. So delicious. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking this one might be the best to do. Here's the Harry Potter. This one might be the best to do first. Let's see. Here's a picture of the Jurassic Park ride. So it's a pretty good sized drop. Yeah, you can get really drenched on that, but it's also probably going to be quite hot, so it might be very refreshing. We'll take a vote at the end. Let's just try to go through all the brochures first, and then as a group we can vote which one we want to do. Alright, so another option is the zoo. I know, not as appealing as Universal. So let's talk about some of the pros and cons of the zoo. The pro is that we're so close to the zoo. We'd only have to take one bus. There'd be no transfers involved. Cons, the food there is not that good. It's smelly, and it's sort of depressing, seeing all the animals in cages. Now that I think about it, there's actually a lot of similarities between schools and zoos. Let's push this one to the back burner. So save that for a last resort. Let's see here. This one's a wine tour that I was just getting for myself. No, we're not doing that. I'm looking to get fired but not arrested. Okay, let's see here. Here's the next one, whale watching. Yeah, we would have to bring our own food. Let me look and just see how far away that is from us. 1 second. Just curious if we would have to take a transfer or if there's a direct bus to that location. Well, it is just one bus and it does leave at a good time, so that is an option. We just would have to, you'd have to bring your own lunch because it is a 2.5 hour tour. I don't know, it could be sort of fun. And then I thought when this was over, we could, and we're not going to do a surf lesson, there's not enough time for that, but we could rent the e-bikes and just like ride the bikes along the coast. Be nice exercise, you know, since you're skipping PE. Oh, a 2.5 hour bike ride with a guide, that's a bit long. I wonder if like they would just let us do our own thing. We'll hold on to that one. Maybe we'll just do the whale watching and then we'll just hang out on the beach afterwards. Oh, okay, so this one I thought sounded fun. So it's an adventure tour. It could go off-roading. You know, there's like zip lining. What else is there? So what do we have here? So yeah, the zip lining part would be really fun. There's a 2-hour eagle tour. Could skip that. Sounds kind of boring. Yeah, so we have some good options. What sounds the best so far? I agree. Universal Studios definitely sounds the most appealing. Oh, before I forget, there is supposed to be a teacher meeting after school today. I have absolutely no interest whatsoever in attending. So I was wondering for $25 if one of you could just pretend to have a panic attack right as the bell rings, and then I'll be here to comfort you. Well, no, you don't actually have to have a panic attack, just like if anyone in the administration asks, then, you know, you'd back me up. I'd pay you $25. No, I can't Venmo it to you. There can't be a paper trail. I'd have to pay you cash. All right, $35, and I will throw in some hot Cheetos. All right, you got yourself a deal. You're a good negotiator. All right, so why don't we take a vote really quickly of the things I mentioned so far. Which one sounds the best to you? Yes, Mark? Yeah, no, you're right. We should pick the most educational one. No, he's right. He's right. Mark, while I'm talking to you, could you go bring this stapler to the front office? I've borrowed it and I forgot to return it to them. If you could just run that back to the office. Thank you, Mark. You're the best. Is he gone yet? That kid's getting on my last nerve. All right, now that he's gone, let's take a vote. Who wants to go to Universal Studios? All right, so 1, 2, 3, raise your hands high. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, this might be easier. Who does not want to go to Universal? All right, 2 people only. All right, so it looks like we're gonna do that first. Cool, I'm excited. This is gonna be really fun. This will be the perfect thing to do tomorrow. So we'll meet here at, 8 o'clock. The bus, I believe, leaves at 8:30. Yeah, it does. So we're gonna have to walk to the bus station pretty quickly, but it's just one bus. We'll be there in 25 minutes. And then we have the whole day there. It's gonna be really awesome. Universal Studios is actually where I have one of my favorite all-time memories. Yeah, when I was little, my family and I went there. And they used to do this thing where they had shows. Now it's more sort of like 4D rides, but when I was young, there was a lot of shows there. So there was this one show that was like an animal show where real animals would perform various tricks. I'm glad they got rid of that because it's actually not really cool to be doing that, but I digress. So anyways, they asked at one point if there were going to be any volunteers from the audience to help out with the next skit that involved a chimpanzee or some type of primate. Anyways, so my brother and I both raise our hands and they call on my brother. So as he's walking up to the stage, I'm filled with rage because I wanted it to be me. And when he's about midway to the stage, he trips, like very, very noticeably. And so he thinks that he's gonna like pull it off by continuing to trip the whole way up and make it look like it was an intentional joke. So he starts doing this, and he's like just tripping repeatedly and walking really strangely. And at some point, the guy on stage stops him and tells him to return to his seat and that they needed to select someone else, at which point he had to walk back, totally dejected with everyone watching him. I don't know if you guys know about this character from The Simpsons, Mr. Burns, but he has a very evil, sinister sort of laugh. And for the rest of that day, I just kept thinking about that in my head and just laughing like Mr. Burns. And even to this day, sometimes it'll just randomly pop into my head. And it always, brings a smile to my face. Oh, Mark. Good, you're back. Sorry, we took the vote already. It was really close, but it looks like we're going to be going to Universal tomorrow. Sorry. Well, that's democracy for you. Anyways, let's be real. It's your senior year. Honestly, none of this really matters anymore. If you were gonna do well, it's kind of too late. So we might as well have fun. It's kind of how I figure out. So why don't I go around the room and everyone can just throw out some suggestions of fun things we can do this year that don't involve being here at school, actually. That have nothing to do with school. A movie, that is a good idea. I like that idea. Let's write that down. awesome. So we're on the right track. More ideas like that. Things that get us out of school for ideally the entire day. Disneyland's a little far and it's pretty expensive. I don't know if like that's a realistic plan. Universal would actually be free. Someone owes me a little favor there. So the only thing we'd have to pay for is food and beverages, but your ticket to get into the park would be completely free. Let's just say my family is very well connected. No, not in the entertainment industry. Does anyone know what the Mafia is? Yes, like The Godfather, exactly. So someone at Universal owes my father a favor. So yeah, we could all just get into the park completely free. Yeah, there are some perks, it's nice. I do like the movie idea, and you know what we could do? So we could buy a ticket to one movie, and then as that movie is about to end, we could stagger our exits so that, we don't all leave at the same time, and then one by one, or like in groups of 2 or 3, we can sneak into a second movie. And that way we kill the whole school day. And it's cheaper. So that could be a fun option. Why don't we look at what movies are playing right now? Let's see if there's like 2 movies we're interested in the closest theater. Okay, so the closest theater to us is the AMC. What is playing there tomorrow on Tuesday? Oh, okay, so they have Deadpool and Wolverine. That would be fun. And the first showing is at 9:30 a.m. Alright, so yeah, we could do that first. And then, oh my gosh, Cuckoo's playing there. Have you seen the coming attractions to Cuckoo? It looks so scary and so good. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, that would be awesome. Oh, and it starts at 11:30. That might totally work out. So we're gonna have to like assign who leaves at what time, because we can't all leave at the exact same time and go walking into Cuckoo. They're gonna notice. So we'll we'll figure that out. Figure that out later. That's fun. Yeah, Longlegs is playing, but I saw that and I hated it, and I'm not seeing it again. I mean, you can sneak into it. We don't all have to go into Cuckoo, as long as we meet in the lobby, before we leave, and we all take the bus back together. I don't care if you guys just want to hang out in the arcade there. There is a good arcade. Let me see something. They have air hockey. Oh my god. I'm gonna wipe the floor with all of you in air hockey. Yes. Oh, I would definitely take bets. No, none of you stand a chance. If air hockey was an Olympic sport, I would take the gold. Speaking of Olympics, have any of you guys been watching that? Did anyone see that break dancer from Australia? That was funny, right? I'm sure you could have done a better job. I've seen you. You are actually quite talented. There's nothing really else I want to see that's playing tomorrow, but they do have some good new snacks at this theater. Nachos with cheese and jalapenos. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Well, I think we have that decided. So we'll do Universal first. And then Wednesday we'll go to the movies. Thursday we can go whale watching and then take those electric bikes out. And I believe there's a really good taco place that's on the beach. Let's say her. Yeah, so like 1 mile up the coast, there's a taco stand. I went there a long time ago. The tacos are incredible, really cheap, super affordable. So that we can eat there, and then after that we'll go back to the bus. All right, so that's Thursday. So now we just need to pick Friday, and then like our whole week is done. So glad we're doing this. I'm like really not dreading this week anymore. This is gonna make it so much better. And after this week, you might possibly never see me again because there's a good chance I'm gonna get fired for this. But like I said, severance package is looking pretty sweet. Let's do zip lining on Friday. All right, yeah, the zip line tour. And I will have my dad make a phone call there, and I'm sure he can get us all in for free. He's very well connected. All right, so Friday's ziplining. You might have to pack your own lunch for that. Let's see. It doesn't mention anything about food. Personally, I have no interest in the Eagle Tour, but feel free to do that. But the zip lining and the Jeep Tour, that sounds kind of fun. There's some mild to moderate intensity hikes. Yeah, no thank you. But yeah, feel free. So we have a lot of time to kill for today. I was thinking, why don't we go around the room and everyone can pick their favorite song and like I'll play it on the projector. Just, you know, look up the video on YouTube, and then like afterwards you can tell us why it's your favorite song and what you like about it. And then maybe we'll just put a movie on or something. Just like turn the lights off and just have a nice, relaxing first day. Yes, yeah, like I said, I'm just so not ready for this. Summer just ended so fast, right? Just flew by. Well, I'm so happy that we picked our itinerary for the week. Who wants to play their favorite song first? Okay. Jessica. So, what is your favorite song? Oh, I'm not familiar with that one. Okay. So, if someone could go pull down the projector screen, and we'll look that up. And then if someone could go turn off the lights, and then we're just gonna have a nice, relaxing day. Feel free to put your head down on the desk. Take a nap if you feel tired. I know I probably will. Yeah, I drank a latte way too late at night last night. Actually, it wasn't actually a latte. I don't know if any of you guys have ever bought, like if you go to the market and they have these glass like jugs of concentrated iced coffee. So I didn't realize it was concentrated, and you're only supposed to add like a tiny little drop of the coffee and dilute it with water. So I drank like 16 ounces of just like pure liquid adrenaline and thought I was dying. So I was up all night. So yeah, let's just have a chill day. Let's just turn the lights off, relax, listen to some music. We'll all just take like a little nap together. Perfect. Alright, well, I'm glad that we're all on the same page. And yeah, if you can just remind me when the bell rings for dismissal to call the office and tell them that you're having a panic attack and then I have to stay with you. Yes, now I remember. $35 and the hot Cheetos. It's a very, very reasonable deal. Alright, so we're gonna play Jessica's song and we're all going to just relax and listen to it.